Hello ladies and gents, Dave Levy here at Always Fit League, together with Nutritech, presenting you with 21 days of home workouts. We are on day 7 today. It's an active recovery day. We are going to train, but we're going to do lighter training together with some more mobility based training. So let's have a look at the workout. We have got for today, RX and Scale both doing this. An AMRAP of 10 minutes or for 10 minutes of the following. One walk or jog of 100 meters. So you can split it up however you'd like. 10 times 10 meters or 2 times 50 meters, depending on what you have available to you. 2 worm walks, floor worm walks, and then we'll do a scaled variation on the counter or box. 3 burpees, 4 push-ups, toes or knees for scaled, 5 sit-ups, or crunchies if we need to on the scaled version, 6 air squats, and you can do sit to stand at a chair if we need to. Okay, we're going to do that for quality. You can note your reps, so we're not going to score it as such. And then we're going to do a fair amount of stretching following that. So obviously with this workout, it's not going to be, I don't want it to be too challenging. You're going to take it at a comfortable pace, at a rating of perceived exertion of 6 to 7 out of 10. So you're going to push about a 6 to 7 out of 10. Not near a 9 or a 10 out of 10, but at a really comfortable pace. Okay, so let's go through the movements. Obviously walking, jogging. We did a bit of shuttle running, I think yesterday. So just remember that when you turn at the shuttles, just watch you don't roll your ankles. So if I'm running and I need to step past the beacon, I'm going to cross step, turn, and then run out. Okay. Obviously just watch for uneven objects wherever you might be, uneven ground, so you don't roll your ankle. Further warm up, just going, further with regards to the movements, worm walks. Okay, we haven't done this yet, so the RX version of the worm walk is going to be like this. Stand feet under my shoulders. Okay, good posture. Little squat. Lean forward, hands on the ground. I'm going to walk with my fingertips facing forward or wrists turned out, fingers turned out, depending on how my wrists are, if they're sore or not. And I'm just going to walk out with straight arms, kind of like a bear walk. And I'm going to lie flat and touch my knees to the ground, hips to the ground, chest to the ground. From there, I'm going to lift my butt. Okay. I'm going to push up, onto my knees, lift my butt. I'm going to walk my feet towards my hands until my hammies start stretching. I can do a little bit of a stretch here, and then I'm going to walk forward again. And so I inchworm along the floor. Let's repeat that. Okay, shoulder width, squat, quarter squat, lean forward. Okay, hands to the ground. Nice locked out elbows, walking forward from the shoulders, with packed shoulders, touch my knees to the ground, hips to the ground, chest to the ground. From there, I'm going to repeat, leaning back onto my knees, or I can lift straight up, okay, and I'm going to walk my feet to my hands. You can snake like I did there, until my hammies stretch, and then I'm going to walk out again. And I'm going to do 2 of those in a row for the first movement. If you cannot do that, that's too hard, you're going to go and just do sort of a box workout or on a table or any other object that's flat. Same thing. I'm going to put my squat, lean forward, put my hands on here, and I'm going to walk out as far as I can, keep in good form into a push-up position. Don't have to lie flat, and I'm just going to walk back. Okay, that'll be one, and I'll repeat the second one. Same thing, just a lot easier. Obviously you want to make it harder. You're going to drop the table height lower down. Okay, then after our worm walks, we've got burpees. We did do these earlier. Very similar movement to get down. Feet between hip and shoulder width. Squat, lean forward, hands on the ground, step back, lie flat, knees, hips, chest. Okay, from here, elbows tucked in. I'm going to snake up or push up onto my knees, and then I'm going to do a little step forward. Okay, step, and as I stand, I'm going to bring my feet together as I clap overhead. I can also jump back, jump forward. Same thing, a little bit quicker if you want. Okay, to cycle them a little bit quicker. We did do them earlier in the series. Push-ups, okay, from the ground. Kneeling push-ups, pivoting off my knees. Same positioning with those hands, elbow pits facing forward. I'm going to go straight towards the ground, touch my chest to the ground, pivoting off my knees, pressing up as a whole. Straight line between my hips, or my knees, hips and shoulders. Elbow pits facing forward, head in neutral. Touch and press. If I need to go off for the RX guys, going off your toes, okay, all the way down, elbows tucked in. I'm screwing my hands into the ground, okay, and up. Okay, so it's opposite to squatting. Squatting, we drive our knees out. Push-ups, we screw our hands into the ground, driving our elbows in. We have reviewed this already. Sit-ups or crunchies, again, on day one. Normal crunchy. From here, hands on the thigh, slide up, touch the top of my knee, slide down. Otherwise, we're going sit-up. Between the legs, I'm touching behind, my head on the ground, throw my arms forward, sit up with good back positioning. My shoulder passes my hip joint, touch my shoelaces, and back down in the middle of my feet. Okay, you can use your arms to assist you in getting up. Okay, sit-ups and our air squats. We've done a lot of air squats. We did tempo squats yesterday. So from here, just squatting down, hands nice and high, feet at shoulder width. Okay, weight evenly distributed across the feet, getting as low as you can, crease of hip below the kneecap, and standing tall. Maintaining good position. Okay, and stand. If you need to, you can go to a chair. Squatting to a chair and standing. Try to get a chair that's lower than that so that you get that crease of the hip below the kneecap. Okay. So those are the movements. Doesn't require much equipment, or no equipment really, beside a few objects that you can find around the house. The warm-up, 3 minutes of easy to brisk walking, slow jog, faster running, depends on your fitness levels. We loosen up our shoulders, good positioning, shoulders back, long collarbones, ribs down, my glutes are tight, remember, nice big circles, palms facing outwards. Both directions, 10 to 15 reps, open close, same thing in diagonal with straight elbows. The usual movements we've been doing. We're going to do drop knees left and right. Okay. Again, we have reviewed all these, going into kicks left and right. Onto my belly, scorpion kicks. Keeping the shoulders and chest in the ground. Back onto my back, we're going to go hip lifts. Okay. Glutes tight, ribs down. Lift, 1, 2, 3, heading neutral. From there, I'm going to start the workout. Okay, so you don't have to do much more than that. It's a nice easy workout today. But we're not going flat out. Just do your first round a little bit slower and then pick it up. Okay, so we're going to spend quite a bit of time on stretching. We've got a few new stretches here. So we're going to do the couch stretch to start. So you can take a chair or a couch. You can just put your one foot up onto the seat. You're going to lunge down, putting the knee close to the base of the chair. This leg's in a typical lunge position. My foot is close to my butt and I'm going to drive forward. So I'm driving my hips this way to the ground. Okay, ribs are down. Kind of like our Samson stretch, but this leg is quite close to my butt. You can even move closer and then stretch forward and it makes it more intense. Okay, make sure that you're not closing off the knees. So when you're going from the front, if you're from the front, keep your width. Okay, don't get too narrow, otherwise you're going to lose your position. Keep this width. Okay, knee position must be good. Knee out over the ankle, and you just drive forward, getting the knee closer to the toe. You can hold here or hold onto something for support. Okay, watching you don't fall over. Okay, so that's our couch stretch. Next, we're going to go into our knee hug stretch. Knee hug, hand behind the leg, bringing this up, holding towards my chest. 30 seconds times 2 in all these stretches each side. Okay, repeat the other side. Then I'm doing a cross-legged stretch. Cross my leg. This leg brings this knee towards my chest. My toes are up, protecting my knee. Grab through, interlock my hands, pulling back. We have reviewed this. Okay, then we're going to go next one. Knee to opposite shoulder. Look at my foot, bring it around. Grab my ankle, cup behind the back of my knee. And I'm bringing my leg as a whole to my opposite shoulder. So my right leg or right knee to my opposite shoulder, left side. There. And repeat the other side. Up, look at my foot, grab my ankle from the top, cup my knee from the side. Toes are up, pulling across to this shoulder in diagonal. Okay. Next, we're going to do some straight leg raises. Okay, knee slightly bent, hands behind my knee. I can then start stretching my leg. And I feel it stretching in my hammy. Toes are pointed like a ballerina. After 30 seconds, I'm doing 10 foot pumps. Like this. Okay, obviously repeat the other side, same thing. Behind the back of my knee, pull back, toes pointed, stretch my legs straight, hold, and then 10 foot pumps. Okay. Next, we're going to do a new movement, a new stretch, side line for my quads. Make sure my body's in a straight line. Grab my ankle, knees together. Okay, my ribs are down. Now, hollow body position. Glutes are tight, and I'm stretching my quads by pulling my heel to my butt. So I'm putting my heel to my butt, but I'm keeping good back position. So just make sure that when you do this, if you can pretend I'm lying on the ground, you don't lift your ribs and overarch your low back. So keep your butt cheeks tight and your ribs down to maintain hollow body position. Okay. And good pelvic stability. Okay, next we're gonna, where's my foam roller? Oh, here we go. Okay, we're gonna get pillows or a foam roller. If you've got a continental pillow or a few pillows, you can stack them behind you. You're going to put it between your shoulder blades. Basically where your bra strap is or higher, if you're wearing a bra strap for the men. Okay, from there my knees are bent at 90 degrees. I'm going to reach, interlock my fingers, reach overhead, push my elbows together. I'm going to reach backwards and stretch as far as I can. Holding that there. So I'm actively pulling my hands down. Okay, with the head in a comfortable position. You could also even grab an object like this. Okay, I could grab lower down, so I lift my butt up. I grab a table leg or a weight, and then I'm going to drop my butt to stretch, keeping my arms straight. Drop my butt, hold. Okay, and then lift my butt to release and let go of the object. Okay, so similar stretch, just two different ways to do it. It's very important to keep the back in a good position by keeping the knees bent. So no straight legs, keep the knees bent, lift the butt, grab the object, okay, and then use your butt to stretch. Drop your butt, drop your butt, drop your butt, and that's going to give you a stretch in your arms. Just make sure you keep your arms straight and locked out. To release, lift my butt, and let go of the weight. Okay. So it's really good for opening up the thoracic spine. Next, we're going to arm at the wall stretch, just for our chest, hand against the wall. Okay, turning on the spot away from the wall with your feet, stretching the front of the shoulders and the chest. We have looked at that already. And then arm across the chest stretch. We're doing this last few days as well. Cross with good positioning. Just strap the arm, put it across, and doing your circles here. Slow circles, clockwise, other side anti-clockwise. And the last stretch will just be your calf stretch against the wall. Heel to the ground, leaning forward, closing off this angle between the leg and the floor, keeping good position. So that's our cool down. Okay, try not to skip the cool down, guys. Mobility is really important. It's essential for helping to prevent injuries and for hitting the correct positions that we desire with training. So get that stretching in. Tomorrow we're going to pick it up. It's going to be a bit harder. So enjoy the active recovery, and then go follow us at Always Fit League and at Nutritech if you haven't done so already. God bless and have a great weekend.